Okay, loved ones, I'm back. I had something to fall. I had to pick it up real quick. But that is one of the most important thing about me as being Queen Nefertiti and coming into myself with the divine power is learning how to take care of thyself. So I love giving up great gratitude and appreciation, all that wonderful stuff, right? But I also love giving honor to where honor is due. So I'm going to ask the Most High Power to come in and give me some divine courage and words to say. Give me some divine wisdom in my ear, in my gates, in my portals, and in my heart so I can speak with power and authority to help someone in their situation. To inspire someone to be the very best version of themselves. No matter what situation came into your life or what challenges that you are going right now. What challenges you are having right now. May you rise above them so you can enjoy life. So you can enjoy life and enjoy this experience. You know, when I was looking over Nefertiti last week, I had said Nefertiti was in the book of Genesis. And you know, I did not even know that it was that her name, that she is in Genesis. That's why I don't really like to stick by, you know, just certain words. And I guess that's probably why the divine power most give me information directly, because a lot of things are hidden and decoded and you overlook them, and the only thing that would make sense is what's programmed into our conscious mind, subconscious mind. So once we learn something, that's really the only thing we're going to keep thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever I change a job, right? And really, I just get totally people. I totally get tapped in when I know I need a certain thing. Now, you might tell me a nice formula that I have to do as, you know, on a job site. If you have to do a formula to bake something in an oven, not a conventional oven, but if you have to do work. And you might like, okay, I know the formula, but I'm gonna write it down. So that way I can go back and I can look over the formula, you know, and I can tap it in, put it on a scale, weigh it, push it in the oven, you know, so you got your platform for that. Because that's what you program your mind, but you wrote it down. It all makes sense. So once you do the steps, and sometimes you go back and get it out the oven, and it might not be dry. It might be still a little moist. It probably missed something, like what happened? So what you do is you go back over your notes. And sometimes you can write things down and you can miss one thing. And in your mind, you be like, I thought I wrote that down. So everything that you write down, it might not be exactly the way it's supposed to be written. You might have missed something. So when I found Nefertiti, out of being in church for 20 plus years, or maybe 30 years, I never seen or never heard anybody preach, teach anything about Nefertiti. Okay? So when I was with the Most High telling me to do, I was asking the question, well, where is Nefertiti in the Bible? So she's in Genesis, but they don't pronounce it or spell it how we do. And a lot of times when we read things, that's why it says good to dice things, slice things, re-examine, look at it in Hebrew, look at it in Greek, look at it in all different types of ways to see if you can get the full meaning of it. So I'm kind of good at that. And, but I wasn't that good. So I missed it. I missed it. And, you know, a lot of people, we walk around and we call ourselves queens. And, you know, and we do honor, you know, Queen Esther and those queens and Sheba and, you know, those queens. But those queens, well, Queen Nefertiti came way before those queens, right? But, you know, you give honor to where honor is due. Since she was the very first, I want to call her mother. She was the very first mother for the queen. To me, I don't know about anybody else. So that's why I said, if you don't have an open mind, you know, you can always, you know, step off the channel. But if you want to learn something, take what I say and do a research. Because number one thing is Nefertiti can be a little bit off. I'm going by my experience. So in my downloads. So when I read up on Nefertiti, I was like, okay, now I know when they talk about the sun disk like that. But I did not actually know that she was in the Bible. She never was in the movies. I done seen plenty of movies. I never seen Nefertiti in the movie. If I did, they went real fast and it just went over. It came in, went out. I didn't see that much about Nefertiti, the great queen. So, I had to drink me some water, y'all. So, that's why it is best if you do study. And when I say writing down, sometimes people write books be then changed. Some verses, some scriptures be taken out, some whole chapters be taken out. And sometimes you can get kind of, you know, I ain't gonna say get misled, because to me it's a mystery. But, you know, that's why I was like, I don't practice religion, right? But it's so much mystery in the religion that you're going to have to get some of the words, because it has value if you know how to use it. Because you can only get out what you pour in, and that's knowledge. So if somebody just giving you information, they might have put it in the oven and didn't have the whole formula right, okay? So you might not be getting the whole full message, full course of what you need to help you get the understanding of who you are and why you feel like you are such a wonderful, great queen. And why you feel like you need to, you know, uphold yourself and sit on a pedestal and hold your position as a great queen. So, I wanted to encourage everyone, not just the queens, but also the kings. Also the kings. You too have a fine, wonderful chance to look into the pharaohs. To look into the pharaohs and see how did the dynasty change, because there's a lot of guys, men that call themselves kings. They call themselves kings, but don't leave the pharaohs out. You can't leave the dynasty out. Because when you leave the dynasty out, you leaving a part of black history out. You leaving a part of our culture out. You're leaving a part of you out. So you're going to have to recognize your greatness if you want to be a queen. If you want to be a queen, you're going to have to raise your consciousness. And you're not going to have to be able to always depend on what you was trained to think 100. But you're going to have to leave an open gateway. I am the gatekeeper, you know. I said that. I am the gatekeeper. And when I said that, I didn't even know why I was saying it. But I said I was the gatekeeper. I said I was the gatekeeper. So when you know you can open up the gates, open up the doors that was shut, wisdom that was locked down. Its time is now. What better time it is now while people walking around saying, I'm a queen, I'm a king, I'm royalty, I'm fabulous, I'm beautiful. Okay, you have all that goodness in you, right? So what better way it is now to tap in to your history and to your culture and to everybody. Anybody watching my channel, I do not discriminate. I do not discriminate at all. I don't discriminate. It was a great man in my life that has passed on. And he left me with something. It took something, but it helped me out a lot. And that's for a whole different channel, a whole different time, okay? But what he put in me was know who you are. Know your history. That was my dad. And he told me that when I was in my 20s. So like I said, 30 plus, because I'm 54. So when I was in my 20s, my dad asked me a question. And I was like, Dad, it don't even matter. I'll get to this story another time. But he said, if you never learn anything, learn your history. Because I was all about Jesus. It's about to come out. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to tell it on this video because this is not what this video is about. But this video is about queens and kings learning who they are and getting to the truth. Getting to the root chakra. Get to the bottom of it. To find out who you are. To find out your greatness. And don't handicap yourself. Handicap yourself. Queen, how am I handicap myself? Don't handicap yourself on other people's opinions. Mine, not even your own opinion. Study. Study and show yourself approval. And you will learn a lot. I didn't come this far by myself. It took Most High, guardian angels, ancestors, Nefertiti, coming to me and giving me the guidance and encouragement that I needed. And still yet, I'm learning. Learning how to tap in and lean not to my own understanding. Lean not into what I've been taught or what I thought I read. Did I take the time out to break it down, to see who I am, where I come from, my culture, my belief system, my star system? You know, everybody want to be a star, baby. Why? Why is it so important for everybody wanting to be a star? Why everybody want to be seen? You know why? Because a star is power. Most High gave me that. I don't know. So she don't know what she's talking about. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't. I'm going by what divine power tells me. A star shines so bright. That's why everybody want to be a star. In the spotlight. Lights, camera, action. The star shines so bright in darkness. it brings forth light. It brings forth peace, calmness, love. Because you know, I'm talking about the stars in the sky. They bring so much value. Like the moon. The moon is a bright light that brings forth light, that causes the motion in the sea, the motion in our minds, the motions in the body comes from the moon. That's another video. But when I'm talking about being a great queen, being a great queen, why is Queen Nefertiti so great? Huh? That can be a very good question that everyone, no matter who you are, watching my channel, you can ask this question. Why is Nefertiti so great that she is the only queen that's on display? That they would take up their time and put money into digging up the great queen's grave. The great pharaohs. Why? The great kings. But still yet, they can't find Queen Esther or Sheba. Ain't none of them on display. That's why sometimes you have to go deep. You have to go deep and ask these questions to the Most High. Why are you being distracted so that you don't even see your own self? Love thyself. Why is you being so distracted in the world that people can take your history and you not know who you are? Why? Is it so easy to call yourself a queen and not find the value of the queen that they put on display, that they keep changing? Her features. One time she's like this. Nobody sees that. Next time she's like that. Nobody don't see that. Next time she look like this. Then when you look up, if you're not careful, I'm not going to speak it. I know I have life and death in the power of my tongue. I'm not going to speak that. Because when you look up, I'm going to speak positive. When you look up, you're going to see yourself. You're going to say, that's Queen. That's Nefertiti. Where are the rest of the queens? Where are they at on display? That's my ancestor. Where is the rest of the ancestors? Why is she so important? Why is the king so important? Why would you disturb somebody? They're not there. They're not there. But that's their corpse. That's their tomb. They knew they had an afterlife. That's why they packed everything so well. But my thing is, why would you go and disturb the grounds? Why would you mess with the queen? Why would you mess with the kings? Why would you touch the pharaohs? These are wonderful, great questions that we can ask ourselves, because I know everybody is waiting on Yeshua to come back. I know everybody's waiting on the sky to crack and the great rapture to take place. But while you sitting there waiting, and he said, why you gazing up at the sky? The same light matter. It's all in you, boo. So while you being distracted and you don't know how to sit on your throne and ask these very important questions to help you know the value that you bring to the table. And not just to my table, but you bring to the universe. That you bring to the children. That you bring into your home. The value of life that you carry with you every day being a queen. Whether you have a job or a home-based business, know who you are, represent your bloodline, and be that queen. Now, that's very easy for me, right? That's easy when you know you are walking in your power, in divine time. You will get there too. In your divine time. You're going to step up, wake up, and you're going to say, hey, enough is enough. I know who I am. You don't have to be telling me over and over and over again and programming in my mind who you want me to be. I know who I am. I have divine connection with the Most High. I have divine protection with the Most High. I have divine direction from my angels. I have divine protection with my angels. So a lot of these old ways of doing things, old way of seeing things, they are being kind of uncovered. Some things have to be upgraded, right? So when you start doing things and it was working at one time, it's not going to always work like that. Because we are coming into our higher consciousness. Because we are leveling up to the true beings of who we are. Because we don't mind being that star in the sky and shining our light right here on this earth to help give direction to someone walking in a dark path. To give direction to the dark side. Saying, hello, you in the dark side, baby? Huh? Here, let me clean you up. Take some. You need some. Get together. Wake up. That's what we do. Wake up and see yourself. Wake up and get in line. Wake up and tap into yourself. So sometimes, a lot of times, it is good. It is good to have the light shine so bright. And when I'm talking about this great light, right? When Yeshua was born, so they say, 3 wise men followed a star. They followed a star. A star is so important, right? A star has value, right? A star can be a system, right? A star brings value, right? But the star was following Yeshua. A star was following Yeshua. Now, no one ever said, well, being that the star was following Yeshua, you all want to call him Jesus, but being that the star was following Yeshua, is it possible that he came from that star system? Oh, y'all don't believe in that, right? Because he was inside the Virgin Mary. But the star was following Mary and Yeshua. Right? But the reason why the wise men was following the star, because they knew they wasn't following it for Mary. They ain't had no gifts for Mary. They had the gifts for Yeshua. So it had to be a connection with the star and Yeshua. But see, that's when you go tap in and you go in deep. And you get to the root of your problem. To figure out and find out who you are. And not saying because I did something and now all of a sudden, you know, I'm saved, or I'm a Christian, or I'm Muslim, Buddha, or whatever. Because even Yeshua said, I didn't even come for the righteous. So I want to know who is the righteous people. I said a book is full of mysteries. But through all of that, I don't know how I get way to Yeshua, y'all. From the stars, from Nefertiti, from them worshiping, for them giving honor. That's why you have to read, and you have to study, and you have to go and dive in deep. So if they can present you with so many scriptures, verses that I do use as tools, so if they have so much teaching that they want to teach, but they take so much stuff out till you really gonna be like, you kind of like, well, I can't ask that because that's too deep. Well, if it ain't in there, it ain't meant for it to be in there. No, 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 no. I'm not going to give anybody that much credit. I'm not. Because the veil will and shall be lifted. Regardless if I want to receive it, anybody will receive it. Because sometimes, you know, it hits home. It hit home. Because when I start seeing the light, I felt abandoned. I felt hurt. I felt disappointed. I was upset. Because when I was reading, I was like, well, wow. Why they got this right here? Why everybody got to be a certain way? Why this? Why that? But when you ask, oh, you're not supposed to ask that. Who said that? The Bible said, seek and you shall find. So if you seek it, you should find it, right? You're looking for knowledge, you should find knowledge, right? You're looking for a great queen, you're supposed to find a great queen, right? So that means you got to go all the way to the old and find out why are you messing and tampering with our ancestors, with our family, with our bloodline. Why? So when you want to be a great queen and you're trying to be that great queen, you're going to do as much as possible to get to the roots of every single problem and find out who you are and what's your value and how can you better yourself and how can you enjoy your life. You can't enjoy your life journey if you don't even know your history, if you don't know your culture, you don't know your ancestors, you don't know anything. Only thing you know is what somebody teach and tell and program you to know. Well, then you're going to be lacking and you're going to be missing something. And maybe it was a time that some of our ancestors wasn't able to read and write between things that happened. But this is 2021. We got generations rising up, generations coming into another century. We have children coming up that we want the very best for. I want the very best for mine. And I can say my mom, she gave us the very, very best that she could in her circumstances. So when you come along, you ought to want the very best for yours. You want them to have the best education when it comes down to knowing who they are, to knowing their value, knowing their worth. Not want them to go through the situations that you had to go through. Wanting to be able to tap them into the knowledge as well. So they can pass it along. So you don't have to wake up one day and say who I am. Everybody looks so different. Who am I? I don't think the way they think. Who am I? I don't eat the same food. Who am I? Where's my ancestors? Where are they? That is what we do not want. We don't want a generation coming in saying what happened to our ancestors. What happened to Nefertiti when she was this color and she's that color? What happened? Somebody went to sleep. Somebody fell asleep on our history again? No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen because the queens is going to stand up. And we're going to honor ourselves as queens. And we're going to let our children know about the queens and the kings and the pharaohs. And not saying the pharaohs or whoever drowned in the Red Sea one day. Sometimes you got to go beyond that. You have to go beyond that. And no, I wasn't going to say, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to say it. Don't want to say that part. But you're going to have to know who you are and your greatness and your power and your responsibility as a queen that sits on her throne. Okay, loved ones, I'm going to leave this video as is because I've said maybe not enough, but I have said enough to help you think. Enough to help you think. And if you already tapped in to your consciousness, you already leveled up. You didn't drink the Kool-Aid like Jim Jones was passing out. You didn't do the dumb stuff. But you tapped in. And you want to know why would someone take out so much of their time? Why would they take out so much time and effort to try to devalue you of you being a queen? Why would somebody take time out and go and try to change the whole features and colors of the queen? Why do it? It's not going to work. I speak life out of my mouth. It's not going to work. No matter what they do, it's not going to work. The queen is energy. Can't tamper with that. The queen is energy. The kings is energy. Our ancestors' energy. We are energy. They can't tamper with that. They can kind of hold people down that decide they don't want to hear it. Everybody have a free choice and a free will. But to the ones that's willing and wanting to know who they are will receive the message. You are more than just who you say you are. You are more than what's in the Word. The Word became flesh. Yes, it did. So you have to know who you are. No matter what people say. Hopefully they say great things. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt because I really want people to tap in and turn that wheel of life in the right direction. And I'm going to say to Nefertiti, I did not even know too much about Nefertiti at all. At all. And when it took someone to say, that sounds like your ancestor. And she brought so much love and balance into my life. Until I said, it's time for me to, I still go by that name, my birth name. I still got that. But when it comes down to me being Nefertiti, my aunt, I said, yeah, Nefertiti. Yes. Yes. And then it was like, well, you need a last name. And I was like, oh, let me see. What am I going to call myself? Last name. My aunt. Balance. Balance. Balance your life. Balance your situation. And help someone else. So, to everyone, hope y'all had y'all water. Keep the life force going. Keep your energy up. Keep a high vibration. And keep studying. Stay tapped into you, your uniqueness. I'm going to tell you this. If you decide that you need to buy a smudge stick, you can go on my website. You can purchase your smudge sticks. I have spiritual tools that you can use. It's up to you if you want to use them. I'm not going to tell you not to go purchase them out the store, because anybody know anything about my messages, I don't care what I'm doing. I should care. I do care. I'm going to take that back. I care. If you live in my area, I will sell you the products that you need for spiritual tools as far as keeping your aura clean, okay? I will do that. If you need a love bath or you need a healing bath, I will do that. I will sell you the items. Now, if you live out of Jacksonville, Florida area, and it's going to take me some time, you're going to have to pay a shipping fee. I will ship you your products. But it's up to you to apply any tools to your life with faith to believe that everything that you do apply to your life out of Nefertiti hands. It's up to you to believe. Now, I always say when I was doing TLC products, I speak for the products. I speak for self. I speak for myself and my products. So, if you decide that you will, then that's what I will do in return. My service to you. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your evening. And it's early. So 9 out of 10. Mwah. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Take time and do it. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. When you hit the like button, the accolade, whatever it is, it goes up. YouTube put our videos out. So anytime like me, someone that's new doing videos, and you know, we just getting tuned in to how to, you know, work our channel. So when you getting tuned in, you're studying, learning things. You know, some people been on YouTube doing channels for years. You know, I don't have anyone to help me do my makeup or do my videos or do my music, my makeup sounds through. I don't have a crew as of yet. So it's just me. So take whatever I put on my platform sincere and straight from the heart, because it takes time and dedication. And I'm on a mission to help people come up to the better, best version of themselves. I have a mission. So I don't mind taking time out to set up, because I enjoy the smudge. I enjoy everything, the aroma, the candles. I enjoy it all. But when it comes down to being a new YouTuber, if you do not hit the like button, it won't go up. They don't put my videos out as much. If you do not subscribe to my channel, that keeps it kind of low. That's what they said, okay? Okay. Because I did have a problem with YouTube one time. I had a bunch of likes was on there, and then my likes went down. So if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's going to happen, it will happen. But I'm just going to ask each and every one to show your support and your love. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share information with someone else that might have asked you a question and you was like, I don't know how to address that. I don't know, I don't have the answer for that. So maybe you can give somebody some tools that I present to the table and say, well, just listen to Nefertiti, Divine Time, and maybe she has some tools for you and you can apply them to your life. Because we're going to grow. We're going to grow. We have no choice. Everything is hitting the fan, okay? Everything is hitting the fan that can hit the fan. So you're going to have to level up, or you're going to stay in that third dimension mindset. You're going to stay in that, I want to call it lower vibration. Because a lot of people are already where they're going to stay at. I have no control over that. I have no control over that. But what I can do is the ones that are not stuck and still trying to help themselves and better themselves and come into the better version of themselves and know who they are and where they come from, then yeah, I can help you. I can help you very much. I can help you very, very much. This your girl Nefertiti, my aunt. Much love, peace, and joy to each and every one. Have a wonderful, blessed evening. Till next time.